Hello and welcome to episode 94 of Comics with Stevey D. And this is going to be a special episode because I have my regular show that was planned and I got a box in the mail, which was a week late. So I was very happy to get it today. But I remember on the last time I tried to open a box, my knife was dull. So I figured I'd give it a good sharp and then... Yep, shiny. And I got a backup. So this might be easier to do. Alright? But before I start, I ran across this in the dollar bin. A Judge Dredd in the Judge Child quest. And he's like being a detective on this one. You know, and it's really funny. I just find the expression on the monster. Like Judge Dredd goes, "Have you seen this guy anywhere?" I don't know, Judge. Let me think about it. It's just kind of a funny start. So, well, let me move this out of the way and see if my sharpened knife does better than last time. And my red, white, and blue. Oh, yeah, it's sharper now. It's the sides that are always hard to get. Once I get the sides, it's easier to get, I think. Nope, it's gonna fight me. It loves fighting me. Listen. See, that's where I had trouble last time, up on the seam. The blade's too thick. Let me try. Just want to make sure I don't cut anything on the interior. All right. There. That wasn't as frustrating as the last time. Get that out of there. Got a nice little stack. Like I said, I use these as spacers. They work pretty good. All right. Excuse me. Had two sharp things. Can't find either one of them right now. This is a big stack. This was my June's budget. And I'm working on my July stuff right now. Okay. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Okay. I got a bunch of cool books. That goes in with what I'm doing. Alright. We're getting there. Looking for one more. Today's episode is, the first part is going to be my Captain America annual countdown. And I got a bunch of good books. There it is. All right. In my next order, I'm getting annual number 1. So, I have all the annuals I want to show you from volume 1. And let's see. There we go. We're getting there, slow but sure. Okay. Alright. We'll just have to wing it a little bit. Starting with Captain America. They call it a special instead of an annual. Way back when. Alright. This is Captain America Annual number 2 special from 1972. Cover art by Jack Kirby and George Tuska. All right. We're going to have a bunch of these. And that's a neat book. And here's Captain America King Size Annual. They changed the name. And this is number 3 from 1976. 4 years later. Jack Kirby and Frank Giacoia. And on page 23, I got it marked to show you something. I'll show you a few interiors on some of these books. These are bigger than the more pages. Now what page am I looking for? Page 8. Okay. There it is. There is a galactic assault vehicle. All right. The Thing from Beyond the Stars. Okay. That's number 3. And then this is number 4 from 1977, At the Mercy of Magneto. It's a double length. That's what it says on the cover. Number 4 from 1977. Now they're starting to go yearly. Jack Kirby cover. And the expression on Magneto's face. It's kind of cool. All right. That was 4. And here's what came in the mail today. All right. Captain America Annual number 6 from 1982. No, is that number 5? Yeah, it's number 5 from 1981. Okay. And here's a very patriotic cover. Captain America Annual number 7 from 1983. Cover art by Brian Postman and Joe Sinnott. Okay. It's cool. Patriotic. So that's 6. Here's 7. I like when they use like a dot background on covers. It brings out the characters, I think. Number 7 from 1983. And Brian Postman and Joe Sinnott. And number 8 is a Wolverine cover. And no matter how sharp his claws are, he can't get through that shield. And you know who made that shield for Captain America? Tony Stark's dad. Okay. This is number 8 from 1986. All right. There's a cool one. And I got a couple of copies of this one. It's Captain America number 9 from 1990. Cover art by Herb Trimpe. Captain America number 10 from 1991. Cover art by Mike Mignola. And Captain America number 11 from 1992, cover art by Dan Panson. And Captain America number 12. He's in a ring here like a gladiator. From 1993, cover art by M.C. Wyman and Charles Barnett. And Captain America number 13 from 1994. And you got Bucky Barnes and the Red Skull's eyeball on this one. It's kind of neat to look at. Cover art by Brian Kong. All right, and that's the 13. I'm gonna have number 1 come in the mail when I get my next order in. I'll just run them down for you real quick. I like this one a lot. Like that one also. The helmet in this one reminds me of Darth Vader for some reason. So you can decide which one in Volume 1 you like the best. And then I got a couple of modern ones. Here's 1998. And here's 1999. And here's one from 2018. So that is a bunch of Captain America annuals. All right. And the show moves on with my unboxing stuff. Avengers 1 million BC. Which is cool. So they're caveman superheroes. There's Thor and the Hulk and the Woolly Mammoth. All kinds of them on there. It's kind of interesting. Here's my Tales of Suspense. Number 85. And then Mandrian's got Tony Stark. That's that in bondage, and he's working him over. But we'll figure this out. This is from 1959. Year I was born. And here's one going in my Halloween collection for my Halloween show. Ultron versus Zombies. Whole bunch of good zombie drawings in there. Dead Again, Dead Man. This is my first Dead Man comic book. I was interested in learning a little bit about him. And a Joker's puzzle box for all my DC fans out there. Josh's comics and likes Batman. Here's one I got for my Halloween show. Another Dead Man, but it's super spooky, I think. With all these hands coming out of his abdomen. That'll be on my Halloween show. Here's a cool Batman cover. I just love the way he's surrounded by the bats in this one. He's always standing on a gargoyle, or this is a statue here in Gotham City. The arms off of the ladies. These are some cool books I bought. Here's Fusion number 11. I'm working on my Fusion run, my space books. That's I believe Image. No, Eclipse Comics. All right. Here's one for my space books. The Honeymooners UFO. So I'm adding a lot. to my space books. I've done 2 shows on space covers. I'm building up for the 3rd. Batman's Grave, number 12. I got number 1, and he's trying to figure out how to solve the murder by placing himself in the place of the victim. So I got 10 issues to collect on that. 2 through 11. Is this? Yeah, 2 through 11. The Reckoning War. Trial of the Watcher. They're not supposed to interfere with anything. He must interfere. He must got busted for it. But that looks like it would be good on the Halloween too. The Stainless Steel Rat. There's 6 issues of this. I got 3 or 4 of them now. I buy when I order comic books, I get another one. Harry Harrison was the author. They were great books. At nighttime, I listen to books on tape. It helps me fall asleep on YouTube and stuff. And I really listen to all of the Stainless Steel Rats books. I can't recommend it highly enough. The performer, whoever he is, does an excellent job. And it's theater for the mind. I've always liked that, even though I grew up as a TV kid. I always liked imagination, listening to radio type shows. Here's The Black Forest, 6 of 12. I got another one in here too. Then I'm going to read them. I got the last 13 issues of Fables, plus some trumpet issues. I like to collect trumpet covers. Alpha Centaurian, nice spaceship on this one. This is from 1996. I like the 90s comic books. I like the 60s and 70s better, though. All right, what do we got here? Oh, Living the American Scream, Shade of the Changing Man. This is for 4th of July, but it didn't come in quick enough. So I was going to start the show, my 4th of July show, with this guy. It's kind of a cool cover. And, oh, this is one of my favorite of the Fables covers. I think that might be Tinkerbell. I'm not sure. But all the covers on the Fables are excellent. And it's a story like Once Upon a Time was on TV. And they live in New York, right under everybody's noses. 5 ghosts. Purely a cover buy for my Halloween show. I'm doubled the books I had from last year for Halloween, so it'll be a fun show this year. Working them down. Marvel Triple Action. This is The Black Knight. These are reprints of earlier stories, and it's kind of a cool book. I think Mike from Lunch Money Comics had the original on one of his recent shows. My inspiration. He's one of my inspirations for doing this. Here's a Halloween book. Army of Darkness. My kids loved that movie when it came out. And another spooky book. Aliens versus Zombies. This is from 2015. That is a spooky book. I'll say that one. And Batman had to get in on the act of my Halloween show. This is Batman $3.99 from Batman 1940. Must be a reprint. Decapitation. They didn't like that in the 50s. Here is the cover. Dogs of London 2022. And this is a frightening cover. That is spooky as can be. A werewolf with a dagger. Can't beat that for spooky. Empire of the Dead from 2014. So I got quite a collection of spooky books for my Halloween show. So, and last but not least, The Incredible Hulk, the wedding issue. So Bruce Banner, I guess her name is Betty or Betsy Ross. Betty Ross. They're getting married. So I might do a show on weddings, because I got a bunch of wedding comic books. If I dig them all out, I might have a half a dozen of them. And then there's a bunch of funeral shows too. Weddings and funerals, just like soap operas, it's an easy way to get all the characters in the same place, you know, and you can look them all over. So that concludes a very long episode of Comics with Stevey D. And I hope you enjoyed all these comic books that I picked out and collected. And right now I'm in an auction bidding on a couple of books and another Tales of Suspense and a couple other things. And I'm going to get number one of my annuals, and then I'll have all the Captain America Volume 1 except for 109, which is kind of difficult to find. And so I'm taking a look at something right now. I got my eye on it because I got all my Iron Man manuals, and I have all my Captain Americas, and then I'll be down to my little stuff. And I needed the last 6 or 7 Captain American books for years and years and years, and I just decided, well, I'm going to get those one day. And I said, well, I better not wait too long. So happy comic book hunting, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed this show, and please like and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching, because I'm happy that everybody is watching these shows. Not everybody, but a few people. And I really try to figure out shows to make with the people that are watching. I try to pick books that I think they would like. And that'll do it. So take care, everybody, and have a great rest of the summer.